No trade is the best trade. Patience is the key to trading. You hear these quotes all the time, and there is a lot of truth to them, but the problem is influencers just regurgitate them because they've heard other people say it and don't actually trade themselves. So they can't give you practical, real advice that you can apply to your trading. You read them all day and they still don't help you when it actually comes down to making money in the markets. Now, what I can promise you is in this video, there will be no vague guru quotes. I will explain how and when to stay out of the market, using the market right now as an example. I'm also going to share real strategies. I'm going to share a trade that one of our Discord members wanted to take and the feedback I gave to help him improve that trade. Because even in bad market conditions, you can find good trades. See, I've been trading crypto for 6 years now and have been through every single market. I've also spoken to dozens of multimillionaire traders, and I want to help you build your own profitable trading strategies. And you don't need to be a genius to apply any of the lessons I share, because I believe in zero complexity trading. The best traders do less and just do it better. You don't need to take my word for it either. My courses on Twitter have been viewed over 3 million times, and there are tons of success stories pouring in every single day of people who found that missing piece, that final thing they needed to finally start making money in the market. So back in 2017, I had a trading strategy that made me a lot of money. It did really well in the bull market, but eventually it stopped working and I had to lose $400,000 before I realized that I was doing something wrong. You can hear the full story on the main Crush AK channel. 2018, same thing happened again. I found a new strategy. It would make me hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars a day. At the time, that was life-changing, really huge for me. But eventually, that also stopped working. 2019, I had to find a new strategy. See, there was this missing piece that I kept missing, and when I finally found it, my profits went through the roof. Let me show you. Let me show you on the chart. Here's an example from the top, and let the price data play out a bit. Now, we'll mark out a few key levels. Now, this is market structure we're looking at. We've got high there, low there, high there, low there, high there. Now, this level here, once that breaks, we're going to lose structure. Okay, boom, structure lost, came down to support about here. The second structure is lost. The strategy we're going to start using is we're going to set key levels and we're going to try catch every single breakdown short we possibly can. So price goes, we've got ourselves a level setting here, and what we're trying to catch is a breakdown below it. There you go, price broke down. So there, you could have set another breakdown level there, the second it formed. And again, we've got another one forming here. Now, you're not trying to buy. You can try sell the bounces, but we're just focusing on one strategy right now, and that is breakdown shorts. Bouncing up, we don't care. We're just waiting for a breakdown of this level again. The second we get confirmation, we go for the short. We can stay out the market because it hasn't triggered yet. Move it a little higher now because we're seeing some changes to the price data. Boom, there you go. Do you see that? How I knew to move it higher? Because look, we had only one data point here, but now this and this price action there made me average out the level and move it up a little bit. And again, we've got another breakdown. Keep watching. Setting a level, you see these levels forming. You can clearly see a level that the price keeps bouncing above. That is now the breakdown level. Boom, price breaks down again. Same thing. Now this one isn't solidly formed yet, but you can see it starting to. See? Now, little tip here. When you see these bounces get progressively weaker, it increases the probability of a breakdown because you can see buyers are getting tired, if you will. Boom. There you go. Breakdown. Now, notice the difference between all of these breakdowns and this one here. This breakdown hasn't come down much. Let's see what happens next. It's forming a new level already. We're getting a new breakdown level forming, and for the first time, it's exploding above this level. Notice on the previous ones, we never saw anything like this sort of explosion. Now, if we were to continue applying the same strategy, it wouldn't be quite as effective. So when we notice this shift in market structure, this low breakout like this whole thing is the main reason I turned bullish right here when we broke 18K. Didn't buy down here, but the second we made our big breakout from a little lower, 18K, because psychological level, you can bring that down and you've got data points up there confirming, that is when you start going long because structure's starting to shift. We've got all of these levels here. We're which could potentially break. Then we've got a huge level over there. And if we zoom out, go to the 1 week, we can also see key resistance right up here at the top between about 24 up until 25K. Let's go back to the original breakout. Look what changes. And at the breakout here, you can see we enter our position. Price goes up. Now this one's a bit too quick for you to do anything with. Slow down the price development a bit. Price is going up. You're just riding this. We're seeing a little bit of resistance here. New level forming. Again, you can go for the breakout as soon as we get above it. This is a beautiful trade starting to form. Move it up a touch. You can see it confluent with this level here. Really struggling. Slight breakdown, but no, we're holding the bottom of this level. Increase the speed a bit. And boom, you see, another breakout. We haven't quite reached resistance yet, actually, because you can see 24K there, and it actually went up to about 25K. Key resistances. Notice we're not shorting anymore. We've swapped to long. What is the secret? What is the missing piece that made us stop the shorting and go to longs? Finish this playing out, and then we'll dive into that. See, we go up into resistance here, and now we've got our really, really key resistance there. We're setting this, and notice here, this is our first break. You can see structure was really clean, went up non-stop, didn't really break any of the support levels until here. This was our first sign of the support breaking, market structure weakening a little bit. Now we're going up into key structural resistance with a lot of force. We failed once. We failed twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times even. We failed multiple times to get above this level, came straight back down, broke this, and went into support at 22.5K. So we broke this level here, then we broke this level there again. That is a structural shift. Now we change strategies. This is why, and I shared all of this live, both on my newsletter, Twitter, and YouTube. This is why the second we saw this, I said, I'm no longer favoring longs. Now I know these are the conditions where I want to look for shorts. I missed one easy short, which I actually should have gotten. And that was the second I saw like 1, 2, 3 different failed tests. This would have been an easy short to catch over here. Down to, I think the level adjusts to about 23.9K is the cleanest level. You can see up, down to this, up, down to this, up again. And notice we zoom in. You can see the full structural shift there, low, low, lower high, boom, down here. You can see the structure now is favoring shorts. That's why I shared this live. I looked for a short here, set stop loss here at the key structural level, target down here. Do you see how simple that is? I'm not using fancy indicators, complex strategies. I'm just using absolute bare basics. And the secret is there. There's no high-level complexity to trading. I'm going to release an even more in-depth tutorial on this on the main channel at some point in the coming weeks. But I'm sure this live example will have already got the gears turning in a lot of your heads and helping you get to the right point. So let's clean the chart. And now I'm going to share another secret just as powerful as the last one. So we'll mark out a few key levels, 25, 23.9 and 22.5K there. Key support over here around 21.5K. And we'll set a couple more levels. We've got another potential support. I don't love this one. Mark it like this. This one is a little softer. And we've got our hard level over here at about 18.5. So right now, the other thing you want to look for to make money is you don't want to take every single breakout, every single breakdown, every single test like this of support or resistance. You want to look for the best opportunities. And when you don't have a best opportunity, you want to stay out of the market, because earlier I shared you need to find the right conditions to go in and out of the market. You also need to know in downtrends, we favor shorts. In uptrends, we favor longs. And you've seen it play out on the charts right now. A lot of people might say, oh, maybe I can go for a short over here on Bitcoin. And is it viable? I mean, sort of. It's probable that the price will come down to this level and the market structure will continue like this. That's a viable strategy. However, we don't really have that much space to make profit here. Price comes down about 4% here. We've got a few levels of potential support, maybe 22 2K, we've already seen it react there once. This is consolidating sideways without much price data at all. Normally, after periods like this, big volatility comes after and it's pretty uncertain. So shorts look okay, but really not that good right now because we've only got 4% here when we took this short. We've also got no clear invalidation level here either. Like if you enter a position here, where is your idea wrong? Because the price can go up to here and shorts is still the most probable play because we haven't broken this lower high. So for several reasons, I don't love a short play here. I loved it here because we had clear invalidation over there. We had about 5.72% to make profit on. Now take a look at this chart here. I'm going to mark out one more key level over here, about 28K, and we'll zoom out to the daily. Take a second and try and tell me where the best opportunities are right now. I'll give you a hint. There are two best opportunities right now. The first one is if we get a breakout of this level here, because that gives us 11.86% profit, which for Bitcoin, that's a big, big move. And if you take a look at the recent history, look at how empty this is. There is hardly any potential areas of support and resistance. That is what we want to look for when we're trying to make money. Then the next best area to trade is on this drop here. Because look, we can drop up to 13.38%. And this recent history here is pretty empty. When you see big, clean moves like this, they normally result in big, clean moves down as well. We've got one reevaluation point where if we enter a trade, we'll look over it again. That's over here at about 20.6K. And this gives us everything we need to know when to stay out of the market. We know that as long as we're between these levels now, we don't really have any clean, easy opportunities like all of the other ones I shared with you in this video. But that does not mean we can't make money. Let me show you an example trade one of our Discord members presented earlier. So one of our members was paying attention to the Lido weekly close. And when he got the exact close he was looking for, he entered a short over here. Now take a look. It fills all the conditions we were speaking about earlier. Lots of empty space before the recent price move, a decent amount of distance for it to drop, a good bearish market structure, but there are a few key things here that will separate good from great trading. If you really know crypto, and after trading it for 6 years, I should hope I know a thing or two, you know some extra things you need to look out for in this trade. While it was a clean entry and I liked it, I gave a few feedback points that I think all of you can benefit from as well. I told him to tell me his reevaluation points, the points at which new data makes you rethink this trade. Now, what I told him to look for is Bitcoin getting above 22.5K resistance and looking like it wants to run. So what does that mean? So if you take a look at Bitcoin, if it gets above this level here, that could potentially invalidate the trade because we could run up to this resistance here, we could run up to this resistance here at 23.9K or 23.2K, and therefore we want an alert at the 22.5K level to make sure we don't get caught off guard. Regardless of how good RTA is, Bitcoin can invalidate everything. The next bit of feedback, if we look at Lido over here, you can see the member has correctly identified the key levels. We've got key structural level over here, which is around where our stop loss is set, and we've also got the key support coming up over here at around 2.2. That sets us up for a really nice trade with potential 14% win, 2.63 risk to reward ratio. But there's one reevaluation point that we want to be considerate of. And that is right up here at around 2.42. This still makes about a 1.12 R trade. However, this is a soft level. Not quite enough data to call it a hard resistance, but a point at which we want to see how the price reacts here. So I'd set another alert over here to see if price looks like it wants to bounce at this level, because if price bounces several times and seems to form a solid support and then goes up from that level, we want to reconsider our trade based on the new price data. That could mean a moving of the take profit or the stop loss. These small changes are what make you go from good to great in trading. It's not fancy indicators, it's not complex strategies, it's a deep foundation. It's fewer strategies, less trades with more depth. So if you're tired of watching countless YouTube videos, adding more indicators to your charts, spending more time on the screens, and still not finding one profitable strategy that can just make you money long term, consider asking for some help. My team and I work with quite a few traders and take them from unprofitable to profitable with a clear, zero complexity roadmap. Link in the description below. We'll see if we can help you.